I don't know how if you are a hunter or a fisher person, more power to you. I am neither. I do have a friend that is like the great white hunter. He has 3 gun safes that are all, like huge things, and he was always bothering me to go hunting with him. And you need to go hunting. No, I don't. Yes, you do. You need to go hunting. I'm not going hunting. You need to go hunting. No, I'm not going to go hunting. And he would call me at the beginning of deer season every year and try to talk me into it. And every year I would say no. And finally I just got tired of it because then he started calling at the beginning of elk season, the beginning of some other season, And so I finally just said, okay, in my brain, I'm going to say yes. So he calls me. You need to go hunting. I said, okay. No, really. What? I said yes. Who is this? No, seriously, I will go hunting with you. Okay. Now I have some rules. What? Well, the rules are I'm not going anywhere overnight with you, period. And so wherever we go, we have to go out and come back. And at one time, one day, if you ever call me again, I will buy a gun and I will hunt you. That's funny. I said, try me. Well, okay, where should we go? I don't know. How about the wild animal park? Well, no, we can't. They'd arrest us. Not us. Oh, no, be serious. I don't know any place. So he said, well, so he starts naming places. Finally, about 3 or 4, and I said, that one. Oh, great choice, great choice. I said, write this down. Figure its directions. Okay, so I write down. Suddenly, it's a phone number. And he says, call the guy, let him know we're coming. Click. Right? Now, I hate the telephone. Okay? I mean, if the telephone had never been invented, my life would be better. Okay? I mean, I get physically sick thinking about calling people that I don't know. Talking to all of you is no big deal. Talking to one strange person on the phone is horrible. Okay? So, I hate this. And, but I figured, one time he's out of my hair, it's worth it. So hi there, you don't know me, but I was wondering if we could come hunt deer on your property. Okay, yeah. Oh, my friend gave me this number. I told him his name. Okay. Yeah, well, you care when we come? Just call ahead. Okay, I'll do that. Click. So I call my friend back, and I said, okay, the guy said we can come. He said, when are we going? I said, yeah. How about next weekend? Perfect. I'll pick you up at 4:30. I said, that's a little bit late, isn't it? We've got to be back. He said, no, in the morning. Okay. Now, I would have, now from this job, I get up at like 3, so 4:30 isn't really that early, but it was back then. And so I set my alarm. I never set an alarm. And so I set the alarm for 4:27, figuring it can't take more than 3 minutes to get ready to go hunting. What do you do? Go. So I wake up a little bit early and I turn off the alarm and I'm in there and I get ready. I'm putting my boots on because I have actually found they're work boots, but I'm putting on boots. And I hear this car pull into the driveway. I look and it's like 4:25. He's early. So I'm still putting my boot on. And all of a sudden I hear, beep, 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 beep. He's honking his horn in my driveway at 4:30 in the morning. Okay. So I'm trying to I get to, shut up, stop honking. People are sleeping. You told me 4:30, it's 4:26. I've got 4 minutes. Stop honking. So I go back in, and my wife is now awake, and she's all, who's that? You don't want to know. I leave. I know better sometimes. So I leave. And I get out. And this guy, now, he has a Toyota Land Cruiser. Right. Now, this is an original Toyota Land Cruiser. It looks like a Jeep that's been shrunken. And it's got plastic thing that has plastic doors, plastic roof, plastic windows. It's like a plastic tent that you put over this thing. And so I open my door, and a sleeping bag falls out. And so what's this? I think it's a sleeping bag. I said, I know what it is. What's it doing? I thought you might change your mind when you spend the night. I said, we're not spending the night. Should I leave this here? No, just stick it in the bag. So I take the sleeping bag, and I look behind the seat. There's 2 more sleeping bags. There's a tent. There's a cooler. There's 3 rifles. Who knows what else, and enough ammunition to invade a small South American country. And we're going hunting for 1 day. So I said, there isn't any room. He just said, just stuff it back there. So I stick it in, and there's now it looks like there's a wart on the roof. So I get in and sit down, and we take off. Right. Now, the old Toyota Land Cruisers, apparently the suspension system was non-existent. I think what they did was just weld the axles to the frame. Because everything you hit went from the tire to the frame to the seat to you. Okay. So we're going along. This is on my street. This isn't like this. And the sleeping bag works its way loose. So it's you get on the freeway. And we drive east in San Diego County, and we turn off at, well, the only thing I know, there's 2 things on this road that I know of. One is Barrett Junction Cafe, which used to have all-you-could-eat fish fries on Friday, which is why I know about it. And second is Tijuana, or Tecate, actually. And so I'm not looking forward to this. We take off. We're on this road. And he says, look out for the turn. So I dutifully stare out the window. I have no idea what the turn looks like. He hasn't said anything except look out for the turn. So I'm just looking. And all of a sudden he slams on the brake. The seat backs on Toyota Land Cruisers didn't latch. So everything slides forward. And now I'm leaning like this. And I can't push everything back because now we're on this dirt road. Okay? And it's not really a road. It's 2 ruts. And the ruts are a little bit wider apart than the Land Cruiser's wheels. So we're either like this in a rut or we're like this in a rut, bouncing and making noise. The good news is I'm convinced there's not an animal within 100 miles that hasn't heard us coming. The chances of us shooting a deer today is non-existent. And so I will have served my time without shooting a deer. We drive, seemed like, I don't know, an hour. Probably was, 20 minutes. And we stop. We're sitting there. Well, you have to go talk to the guy. I have to go talk to the guy? Yeah, it's his rule. The guy that calls has to talk. I don't even know the guy. I don't really know him either. Well, where does he live? Up there. No, it's dark. It's dark. So I look out. It's dark. All I see is dark. Where? Up there. And if I look real hard, there's like darker dark. Okay? And so he says, it's up on that hill. Okay. So I take off. And I start walking. And I get about, 15 steps from the car, and he says, watch out for the barbed wire. So now I'm feeling my way along like this, And I get to the barbed wire, and I'm holding it down. Now, I've had an experience with a barbed wire fence before, okay? When I was about 10, me and my 2 cousins found a cow carcass, old bones, and we'd stuffed our pockets full of cow bones, and we were racing back to my parents who were cleaning off this property that they owned in the Cuyamaca Mountains. And my stupid cousins, they were going to go all the way down this road and come back. And I was going to go straight down the hill. Okay? And I found out why they went all the way down. As I hit the bottom of the hill about 900 miles an hour, I found out there was 3 strands of barbed wire fence that were covered up by the bushes that they hadn't cleaned off yet. So I impaled myself. Twang! So I know about barbed wire. So I'm feeling along. And it slips out of my hand. Whack! And so I rip. Oh, man. It's like, and I start walking, and I feel blood running down my leg. And it looks like there's this kind of road thing that's going up like this. Found out later it's what they call a water road. It's where the water all runs down when it rains. And so it's uneven, and I'm trying not to, so I finally get to the top, and now I can see something. It's just a little bit lighter. And I can see something that looks like it might be a house, but there's something else over here. So I go for the big thing. I head for what I think is a house. And you ever watch Bonanza? On like, or you little whimpers, on like TV Land or someplace. But, it's this big front porch, this wooden house, and it's dark. It's pitch black. Now, I've seen enough, movies and stuff to know that come up on somebody in the middle of nowhere and it's pitch black, they're going to shoot. And then they're going to ask questions after they shoot. And so I'm looking around and I figure, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'll get up on the porch as quietly as I can. I'll go to the door and I'll knock as quietly as I can. And then when nobody comes, I'll go back down and tell them I couldn't raise anybody and we'll have to leave. So I'm at the door and I knock just like this. And I turn and I hear, and I turn around and I get blasted in the eyeballs by this light beam. And I hear, what do you want? I called you on the phone and you said I could come and my friend and I could shoot deer. He says, steps out. He's got one of those flashlights, 15 D batteries. And 4,000 watts. And now he shines it down to the ground and he says, well, good to meet you. He said, nice to meet you, but I was supposed to check in. And then I got to go back down. I said, well, Lemmy, ever talk to an old person that lives by themselves? Me and the missus, we moved out here in 1947. No one, I thought, wait a minute. I said, we left. That's 45, 46. I didn't know. 47. It must be 40, maybe it's 49. But me and the missus, no, it must have been more like, And so he's going, and he starts off telling me about his family and his daughters and all his weird things. And I'm making a little sympathetic noise. Oh yeah. And every time I make a little noise, I back up, figuring if I could get off the porch, it's still dark enough, I can make a run for it. Okay. And by the time the searchlight finds me, I'll be out of his range. So I'm just ready to step off the step. And he says, by the way, there's one thing I'd like you to do for me. Oh, man, my friend has set me up. He set me up here. We have to do work. I'm thinking, okay, I have to chop wood. I have to stack wood. I have to do something. Well, I said, we really don't. We're only going to be here today, and we're going to leave, and we're not going to spend the night. And he said, no. I said, this won't take long. Just follow me. I'm thinking real hard about not following him, but I figure he's got a gun, So we walk over, and I see where he's going. That's that other thing that I can see now. It's like a shed. As we walk by, I see a stack of firewood. I knew it. I've got to chop wood, stack firewood. We walk past that. We get to the shed. I've got to do something in the shed. We walk just past the shed. He stops. He shines his flashlight. He says, I have this problem. I said, well, okay. I need you to help me. I said, well, what's the problem? I said, well, there it is. I don't see any problem. Sure you do. Look hard over there. What is that? That's the problem. Well, I know, but what is it? That's my mule. I said, what? He said, yeah, that's my mule. I said, you've heard of swayback? This is V-back. Okay? This thing is, one ear is like this, the other ear is, okay, and I said, that's horrible. He said, I know it. I said, well, what's the problem? Well, it's really old. He said, it doesn't have any teeth. And we have to feed it with a turkey baster. So I really don't want to feed you. So I don't want you to feed it. Well, what do you want then? I want you to shoot my mule. And I said, what? I said, I don't even shoot. I want to shoot deer. I said, I'm not shooting your mule. I said, you shoot it. Well, I can't shoot it. Why not? Because if I shot it, then my girls would know. It's like their pet. We've had that thing since 1960. I said, no, don't worry about it. I said, it's okay. I said, but I said, I'm not shooting your mule. If shooting your mule is what it takes to shoot deer on your property, I said, I'm not doing it. You sure? I said, yes. I said, I'm not shooting your mule no matter what. He says, well, okay. Everybody asks, they won't do it. I said, well, then you shoot it. Tell them somebody else did it. No, man, my girls, no. I can't lie to my girls. Well, I'm leaving. Okay, have a good hunt. So I start back down the hill. Now, as I'm going down the hill, I'm thinking about this. Okay, first of all, my neighbors hate me because this guy has woken them up at 4:30 in the morning, honking in my driveway. Secondly, I've had to go up and I've been asked to do something really stupid by an old man that I don't even know after I've listened to his life story. And now I'm going back down to do something else I don't want to do, and it's not even light yet. And as I'm going down, I'm getting angry, and I step in a rut, and I sprain my ankle. And I told you I broke the thing twice earlier. And I go down like a shot, and I could feel it swelling up in the boot. So now I'm limping, and I'm going down. And as I'm limping, I'm really ticked off. Okay, I was just kind of angry. Now I'm serious, bad. And I'm going down, and I forgot about the barbed wire. And I smack into that. So now I've got bleeding cuts on the front and bleeding cut in here. And I limp over, and I look at, and I can, now it's just light enough, I can see in the Land Cruiser, and here's my friend. Now I am angry. Okay? And I'm figuring, I've got to do something to get this guy back. That's all there is to it. And I thought, okay, what I'm going to do is I know what I'm going to do. So I go over and I kick the tire. Okay? That doesn't wake him up. Just hurt my toe. So now, angry I was, mad I was. Now I'm hurt and angry and mad. So I grab the door to the Land Cruiser. I pull it open. I forgot it was plastic. There's this rip. And I'm holding the door in my hand. My friend, that wakes my friend up though. I said, I can't believe it. What? I said, I can't believe you sent me up to the meanest old man I ever met in my entire life. I said he opened the door, tried to blind me with a flashlight. Then he took a big gun. He threatened to shoot me, chased me down the hill. Look at this. I'm bleeding. I'm bloody. I said, he called me names I've never heard. He said, I didn't mean that. Shut up. I've got to do something. I've got to do something. I've got to get this guy back because we're not staying here. I said, give me your gun. You shouldn't. I said, shut up. Give me your gun. So he reaches in the back and he gets me this rifle and he said, okay, I'm going to shoot something. How do you work this? Well, I said, it's not right. I just do it. I'll shoot his fence. That's stupid. I'll shoot that tree. No. See up there? Yeah. I'm going to shoot his mule. My friends all, ha, stop! Now, this is hilarious. Now, I'm not mad at him. This is so funny. I go, now, I'm not so he can see. I've turned my back. All he sees is, and he thinks I'm just still mad, okay? I'm not turning around, though, because he's going to suffer. Okay? So I put my elbows up on the hood of the Land Cruiser, okay? And I take aim. Now I'm here and listen to me. You can't, don't. I say, shut up! Now, there's 3 chances of me hitting this mule, okay? Slim, fat, and none. So, I pull the trigger. Echo. The mule slides down the side of the shed. I am shocked. I figured the sound scared him to death. Because I'm pretty positive the bullet didn't come anywhere close. My friends all, I'm almost ready to turn around. Because now this is what I've been waiting for. And he's panic stricken. But I'm not ready yet. So I'm sitting there trying not to turn around laughing. And I hear a sound. Don't pay any attention to it. I hear the door open. All of a sudden I hear 2 shots. I turn around. He's coming, throwing the rifle in the back. I said, what's going on? He said, well, you got his mule. I got 2 of his cows. Let's get out of here. Now, of all the stories that I've told you today, that's the only one that's not true. Okay? But I sucked you all in again, didn't I?